5 years after the events of the first film, the film opens during the Cretaceous period. Several creatures prey upon the smaller animals before a T-Rex goes after the little but deadly dino predators called snappers. Then the Meg leaps out of the water and chomps down on the T-Rex before dragging its bloody corpse underwater. In the present day, Jonas Taylor emerges from a shipping container on a boat sailing across the Philippine Sea. He is there to stop a group of men from dumping toxic waste into the ocean. After gathering his information, he proceeds to beat down the goons before he jumps into the ocean and is saved by Mac and Rigas in their chopper.
I'll see you in court, yeah? You love your job, you never work a day in your life.
At an oceanic institute in China, Jiming Zhang is testing out an exosuit made for working underwater. He is the uncle of Mei Ying and brother of Cyan, who has passed away recently, and Jonas has stepped up as a parental figure to Mei Ying. They attend an event for the institute, headed by Jiming's business partner, Hilary Driscoll. Jiming pays tribute to Cyan and their father and vows to continue ocean-based research in their honor. Jiming then presents Heiki, a captured megalodon that appears to respond to his commands. Meanwhile, Jonas notices a suspicious man named Montes eyeing him at the event.
The guy look familiar to you?
No.
Jiming tries to do a test where he uses a device to make noises that would keep Heiki away from him. During the second run, Heiki does not appear to listen, and the crew gets worried for Jiming until he re-enters the station unharmed. Jonas says Jiming is being reckless and shows concern for Heiki's behavior. When the crew leaves her unattended, Heiki ends up breaking through the vents and swimming into open waters. Jonas joins Jiming, Mac, Rigas, and DJ as they head to the Mana 1 research facility to explore the Mariana Trench, meeting with another analyst named Jess. Mei Ying stows away despite Jonas telling her to stay behind for safety. While going underwater in a sub, the crew notices Heiki has gone loose and is with 2 other Megs.
We've got company.
Guys, it's a Meg.
Meanwhile, Montes is leading a mineral farming operation before noticing the Mana 1 crew nearby. He blows the whole thing up, killing his own crew and causing the other sub to crash.
Sorry, guys.
Montes, don't do it!
Montes then reports to Driscoll, his boss, who tells him they need to prevent the Mana 1 crew from finding their work at the station. After everyone picks themselves up, Mac determines that the sub was sabotaged. The crew exits the submarine using the exosuits with limited oxygen to make it to the nearby station. One crew member, Lance, gets killed after being pulled away by underwater creatures, while another one, Sal, gets chomped up by a Meg after pushing a fellow crew member away. As they arrive at the station, one other crew member, Curtis, has her suit implode before the water is drained since her helmet cracked. The crew then begins to look through the station to find a way to call for help. They turn on a video monitor and contact the station, where they learn that Jess is part of Driscoll's team and has betrayed the others. She releases the escape pods they need and orders Rigas to shoot Jonas so that at least Mei Ying can return, but Rigas cannot bring herself to do so.
Take that spear gun and shoot Jonas in the heart.
Do it.
Driscoll then speaks to the crew and reveals she is planning to steal Jiming's technology for their operation. In order to get out, Jonas finds another sub and tries to drain the water out, but he passes out and is caught by Montes. He reveals he has a personal grudge against Jonas because he had him imprisoned a while back for his criminal activities.
I spent 2 years in a Manila prison.
They get into a brief fight, but Jonas is able to get the crew onto the sub to get out of there. Meanwhile, Mac and DJ watch video footage showing Jess sabotaging the sub and learning of her deception. Driscoll's mercenaries go after them, but the two manage to jump into the ocean to get away. Unfortunately, they were caught anyway. Jonas and the crew try to get back to Mana 1, but the Meg is on their way, and Jiming goes out to distract the Meg. He runs to the control room and turns the light on. The Meg changes direction and goes to the light. Jiming runs back to the crew. Unfortunately, he falls to the ocean. Lucky to him, he made it on time. Finally, Jonas and the crew make it back to Mana 1 and fight the Mercs to free Mac and DJ. The Megs then start making their way to the station as Montes rejoins Jess, who is his girlfriend. Jess speaks to Driscoll and assures her she is behind Meg-proof glass. And then one of the Megs chomps through it and swallows Jess whole, leaving Montes distraught.
Yeah, I'm on it. I was also thinking...
The station then starts to take in water, so the crew boards a raft to get away. The Mercs follow them in their own raft, but they become Meg food as well. The crew starts making their way toward a resort called Fun Island, while Jonas is creating harpoons with explosives and poison to use against the Megs. Montes then starts going after the crew with the remaining mercs. Nearby, a boat with other tourists gets pulled into the water by a giant squid. Driscoll and her team attempt to fly off the island, only for the snappers to emerge. One of them drags Driscoll away to her death, while some of the other mercs have unfortunate encounters with them as well. The crew then tries to get the tourists out of the water as the Megs begin to show up and start devouring some of the guests. Jonas tries to save some people, while DJ, Mac, Rigas, and Jiming split off to help as well. Mei also dives into the water to help rescue people. The four encounter the remaining mercs, who hold them at gunpoint until Mac gets DJ to open a door, allowing the snappers to come in and eat them so that they can run away. Mac and Jiming find Driscoll's chopper and start to make their way out, setting the snappers on fire as they charge toward them after spraying them with jet fuel. Jonas is able to kill one Meg by jamming the explosive harpoon into its face, but before he can go after the next one, Montes goes after him. They get into another brief fight before Jonas kicks Montes into the ocean, just as the Meg leaps out and eats him. The squid then causes havoc on the resort and kills more people before Jiming creates a bomb and jams it into the squid's side. Heiki then swims in and kills the squid. The last Meg goes after Jonas after he draws attention to it, and he uses a broken chopper blade to impale the Meg through the mouth. Jonas, Mac, and Jiming get in the water to swim back to land, but Heiki starts coming their way. Jiming uses his device to get her to swim around them and turn around. He thinks she really does listen to him, but Jonas suggests she is following dolphins.
Run after the dolphins. No, she obeyed my command.
We got a lot of people who need help.
The three get back to the beach with Rigas, Mei, and DJ. Jiming suggests that Heiki got out of her enclosure because it was mating season and she might be pregnant.
Still out there, maybe pregnant.
Preferably not.
Jonas says it's better not to think about it while they sit down to have drinks and enjoy their survival.
Here's the dolphins.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to the channel and smash the bell button. Write in the comments section what kind of movie you would like to see next.